cinemas are all blurred.
Right? It's like the days are blurring, the location's blurring, everything's blurring right now. Well, I can't wait to play with you.
Yes.
I'm going to put us on Facebook,
Hmm.
and then I will give you the number of suggestions, and then you just I like how you're looking like,
Yeah.
hey man, if you want to go that way, I'll go that way. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're both going, hey, we can do it, man. We got to own it. Uh, and then, yeah, we go like, I don't know, about 10 minutes, and then I'll look for it out at some point. Uh,
Okay.
Whatever you want to do. If you want to stay one location, one character for the whole time, if you want to jump around, I don't really care. I just want to have fun.
All right. Yes, let's have some fun. Already having fun. You unbuttoned the first button and the fun started already.
Yes, yes. Oh, I agree completely. We're already in the middle of our fun, man. We have, let's see, we've got bump, bump, 1, 2, 3. Oh man, we have 58 suggestions. 58. So pick a number
Okay.
1 to 58, my friend.
Uh, so I've been seeing some of your videos and I really, really want to keep going the pattern where you're counting one, two, three. Um,
No matter what.
I'm not going to, I'm going to,
No, no, no. No matter what you pick, I'm
sorry.
going to count. No matter what you pick, I'm going to count. So if you want to go in the middle, I mean, you do. And I'm going to start from the beginning. So pick your number. Don't worry about that.
Okay. Okay. I'll pick 10 this time. I'll pick 10.
All right, number 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wonderful. Is it, let's see, Manjunatha? Is that right? Does that name ring a
Yes.
bell?
Oh, yes, Manjunath. Yes. Yes.
All right, Manjunatha. The suggestion is day and night.
Okay.
Thank you.
Finally.
Right?
Hmm.
Finally, it's here. The day is
Ah,
here.
the day is here.
You nervous?
Um, well, it has been a long, long time since I've gone trekking,
Yeah.
but I'm excited to just go outdoors and spend time in nature and with you.
Yeah. I mean, we've let a lot of things come between us as far as like getting together, careers, and nobody's at fault. It just is how life is. But now it's you and me, that mountain, and that jungle to get to that mountain. I mean, it's
I hope you have been looking forward to the day as well.
yeah. Are you joking? I'll tell you what. Hey, Ben, I had this circled on my calendar, and nothing was going to stop me from this. I mean, it's easy. It's easy getting back together and like you're my one friend who has never judged me, who's never said like, "Oh, why don't you call me? You don't, we don't hang out anymore." You've never done that. So I've been looking forward to this so much. I need a break. That's the thing. I've needed a break for a long time.
Wow. I mean, how divergent are paths right after college? It's
Completely.
yeah.
I mean, I focused exclusively on my career. And I was
Yeah.
like, I knew, I guess because it was drilled into me when I was a kid, where it's like, You're gonna go to school. I didn't even think I wasn't gonna go to university. It's like you're gonna go to school, you're gonna go to university, you're gonna get a job that means something, you're gonna devote your time to that career and getting established. And that's what I've been doing for the last uh, 18 years now is career, career, career. And like, that's not as fulfilling. And you've gone, I mean, you could not have chosen a more divergent path than being a lawyer. Like I'm me being an attorney and you being an artist. I mean, those are two completely different roads.
and uh, and what a journey it has been to be an artist. If I could sum it up in the shortest line, I would say that um, if if I have not been able to say scale up in the very stereotypical cliched fashion, the career ladder,
Yeah.
the thing is, I have grown so much as an individual by doing the artist work that I've been doing.
I mean,
And
you've climbed the career hammock.
uh, yes,
You've gotten
I'm
into your
in.
field, and now you've just been chilling and successful. Like you've been so present. You've been here, so you're not chasing anything. With the thing with the career ladder, there's always another rung.
And isn't it that lawyers look to kind of rest themselves in hammocks once in a while?
My God, yeah, that's what we're always trying to do. We're always trying to find a place to rest. But you're so afraid. I'm so afraid that once I rest, somebody's going to pass me up that ladder. And so I'm constantly climbing and constantly striving, but you're never satisfied then. Oh my God,
Yeah.
never satisfied.
I think this trek might open up your eyes to something different. I don't know. I'm not setting expectations, but the very fact that you are coming in with so much to look forward to, it might just happen.
I see what you're doing. I like how you're saying you're not setting up expectations, but you know exactly what's happening. That's the thing, you know. Like that mountain, this trek is a metaphor, man. It's a metaphor.
Yes,
And all
yes.
and all we have to do is go one step at a time.
Hmm, that's true. Yeah. And you remember back how in college there was this one little short hike that we did. We went up to one of the hills of the bird sanctuary place, and you you kind of found this rock,
Yeah.
which had some kind of significance to you, because that rock, you picked it up. I remember this. You picked it up and you said, "This is me. I am that steady rock."
I remember that.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we were going up Tycho Pass and we got there and I said this is me and I it's funny you say this now. Ben, it's funny you bring this up now because I was just thinking about that last week and I was like I've been so in one way so hard on myself and
Mm,
inflexible. And that rock was me, but that doesn't mean it was a good thing.
yeah.
I see what
It,
you're doing. I see what you're doing here.
uh, so I've kind of like kept that rock with me, and
What?
yeah,
Are you what?
I carry that big piece of rock with me, and I thought I'd surprise you with it again.
My God, can I?
Yeah, yeah.
So either I was stronger when I was younger, or it's gotten heavier. And you've carried this?
I have carried it. Yes, yes.
Why?
To remind you of you and how you were back in college. It, yeah, I. It's great that you did that in that moment. That you had something you could associate yourself to, and
Wow.
I and I love that you did that.
Wow. I can't believe. Well, I can believe. I can't believe it if I were to do it, but I can believe it because you did it. That you would look at something that seemingly is just a throwaway, but read the
Hmm.
importance into
Yes.
it, which is what you do as an artist. I mean, that's amazing. I can't believe it. You brought this
Yeah.
here with you. You took up space in your carry-on to bring
And
this.
the small carry-on that I carried with inadequate water on that day, and I put the rock in its place.
I, I spent so much time packing and unpacking my things, and I don't need as much as I think I do. I feel like, I don't feel like I own this stuff. I feel like the stuff now owns me. And I feel like every day I'm trying to gather more. And that's, again, the ladder. I'm always trying to get more. I'm always trying to climb more. I'm always trying to do more or be more. And I'm never just resting in that hammock.
Hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
This, I mean,
I feel we've already started climbing even before the climbing has literally started.
our journey already began.
Yes.
I mean, this is the harder part. Physically walking is not going to be as hard as the emotional realization. Wow. Well,
Precisely, and I have trekked all these years. I have also been on been running. I've done several marathons, and the thing is, when you have your feet going front one after the other, like in climbing or running, it's your entire mind which is bringing about all of these thoughts about you, in a very metaphorical sense. How are you placed? You're moving forward, your legs are doing all the work, but your mind is taking you places. So that's exactly what I think our trip will be.
my mind wants to take it to the end goal. Your mind just focuses on the moment.
Yes.
How about we just, can I hop in your mind for this trek and we just focus on the moment?
Yes, yes, yes. Is is that something that you've been looking forward to?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I say, yeah, I didn't know I was looking forward to it, but now I am looking forward to it. Let's just walk.
It's just work.
Scene! Dude! That was so amazing. Oh my God.
Yes. Whoa.
I loved it. I loved the whole I brought this rock. That was awesome. Do you,
I don't even know the 10 minutes passed.
it goes quick when you're just I feel like when you're just with someone you trust and you're just staying like I mean kind of like the scene if you're just trying to stay in the moment and be like
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I can't wait to see what happens. It goes by real quick and playing with you it's one of those scenes that it's like oh that could have gone on if it was like if we were in a situation with unlimited time, probably that's about a third of the scene. It's probably a lot more
Yes.
that could
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
And I love that, like, that you can edit that and come back to that. So, like, those moments are so fun to grab onto and seize and go. Let's not get past anything. And you're one of those players that like you don't get past anything. You're just like let's take moment to moment.
Yes, and I absolutely love that we were at the very start of this trek sharing ourselves about how significant the very fact that two of us are together doing this means to us, so that then the trek itself becomes of so much of value. I love that.
Like, do you find, have you always been kind of a in the moment person and player? Do you find like that's your, because I know some folks who have worked with you, and they say that you are like one of the most giving scene partners, and you are just play and in the moment. Do you feel like you've always been that way, or do you feel it's changed?
It's changed. I've certainly had my own evolution of doing improv all these years. Um, Earlier, when I did improv, it was primarily to be able to add to the other person, and to take their offer in, to add something, and kind of just get the thing ball rolling.
Hmm.
Now what I do is I step back and I let the other person take charge, and then I add a little bit of a nice little decorative topping on top of that. I love doing that. It helps ease me out of my own nervousness also.
I think I agree. I play that way now all the time, where it's like, I don't have anything. You say anything, or you make a movement, anything at all, I'll grab onto that. But I don't have to now load myself down with having ideas going into it. It's like, I don't know, whatever you say. Let's like that. That'll be our point to start the scene.
Yeah, and also that I am someone who does play with a lot of physicality. That's why when you unbutton your shirt, I'm like, whoo, this is going to go places.
Yes. And how do you find you're able to do that now virtually? Because on stage, obviously it's easier, but like we could
Yeah.
still do it virtually, even if you're not like on a stage.
Yes, virtually, though it's a little constraining, what I do is I bring out the physicality in my character work. I try and go as exaggerated as I can. And there are also times I've also done one a movement show with Lakshmi where we've kind of just done something like this.
Yes. Yes. Use the technology. Don't fight it. Use it. And I love that, to be like, okay, the camera's there. What can I do? I wouldn't be able to necessarily have the same effect in person, but I can do this, and I can move away, and I can
Yes.
walk in, and I can leave and use doors.
Yeah, and that.
Yes. Oh no, he's drowning. Oh
Yeah.
boy, he's drowning. I should throw him an anchor. Whoa. Uh, how did you get into improv? Like, how did you start?
And so I love seeing this story out. This was 10 years back. I was flipping through a newspaper back in Bombay, which is where I started my improv.
Yes.
And I saw an article that there's this person who has come down to Bombay taking an improv workshop. And this person is Adam Dow of Unexpected Productions. And that was the first time I ever did any improv. The previous knowledge of it just being Whose Line.
Uh huh.
And what a life changing moment that workshop was. There was no looking back. I have actually changed different career choices, about five, six of them. I've done social media, business admin, call center work, public relations, graphic design, but improv has stayed consistent with all of them changing.
Oh wow, it's funny, isn't it, that your improvisation is the consistent thing?
Yes.
But it teaches, I mean, it teaches you all those life skills, being adaptable, being
Yes.
flexible, listening, staying present, like being a part of something, looking for solutions, making positive choices. Like those all are skills that people could use. Empathy.
That's true. That's true. And it's also a little bit of a difficult task when it comes to getting new people to understand that there are so many of these values behind improv besides it just being comedy.
Yeah.
And so now I am more of in a space where I do teach improv. I wanted to be able to help people understand themselves in the context of their life in this world.
I think it's funny because I think you and I share a very similar mindset, and it's yeah, come take improv classes. We'll teach you games. Really, you're gonna be a better person after this. But no, it's really about the silly games. This will help you be a better human and help other people.
I have had calls where people have asked, "Hey, I'm looking for an improv class," and then I respond back, "Why is it that you want to join an improv class?" And they say, "I just want to be funny. I just want to be funny." And yes, this is the right place. And then
Sure.
I will change your life.
Yes. It's like, oh, absolutely, you've come to the right place. And I think that's it. And a friend of mine said, I think this is great. He goes, yeah, there's nothing wrong with like being like trying to be funny or anything like that. But you're only going to get it right maybe half the time. You got a 50-50
Yeah.
shot of being funny or not funny. And like, I don't think there's anything wrong with improv trying to make people laugh or humor or anything like that. But I really do think like, man, the success for me as a teacher is when somebody comes back and says, my life is better, my life is easier, my life is different. I play with my grandkids better. I'm a better listener, a better husband, a better wife.
Exactly, because so many of the people who do take the workshops, they're not looking to be performers. They're just looking to add something to their existing
Yes.
life. Yes.
It's funny. I grew up in Chicago, which a lot of people are like, "Oh, that's the place to go." And I go, "Yeah, it's wonderful. It's great training, and there's so many great. You could see shows all the time. Improv's there for sure, but there's no professional improv league where it's like now I'm a professional improviser. I'm on this team. I'm making a living wage. It's like no, it's not. That's not it. You can go and have fun and find a group of people you like creating with and having fun with, but it's not like there's an end goal of I'm going to get paid doing this. And if there was that end goal, I probably would stop doing it honestly because it's a lot of pressure.
Exactly, exactly. Just have fun along the way and don't be too hard on yourself on pandering to an audience to be entertained. That's also something that I have realized over the years for myself.
Oh wow, that is such great advice, man. Like we don't yes and ourselves, do we?
Yeah, exactly. And then in the nervousness of trying to please the audience, the no the discomfort shows, and you kind of lose track while you're on stage, and then the crumbling down.
Hey, let me throw you an anchor. Oh no, God. It's like dating, and you can tell when it's desperate, and when it's desperate,
Yes, yes.
and then you're like, oh, like people who come to watch you. God, remember those times when people would actually show up in person to watch? But when they come to watch you or they're online watching, they are there to have a good time. They are expecting you to be competent. They're expecting you to have fun. Like they aren't tuning in. They aren't coming out to see you fail. They're coming out to watch you have fun. And if it's like doing a short form improv game, they're watching you try to achieve the goal of the game. And part of the fun is when you struggle. But as long as you
Yes.
don't struggle with the appearance of I need help, but you're struggling really trying to do it and you're doing it with a smile, like we forget that a
Yeah.
lot. We forget that they're there to enjoy it and they're blown away by what we do because we're up in front of people without a script creating something out of nothing.
Exactly. Yep, yep, yep. that that's so much of an unlearning to actually do to people who come in with a preconceived notion. But then again, it's great. It's challenging. It helps build me also as someone who teaches improv.
How can people find you, like if they want to take classes from you or they want to follow you or check out some of your shows? What is the best way for them to do that?
I have my own website, which is Nasir, N-E-S-I-R, engineer.com. So engineer is my actual surname, my actual last name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's
So it,
how, why
it's
do you go
kind of,
by Nash?
it, it's funny. When I first made my Facebook account, I added Nasir Engineer way back in 2008, but Facebook said this is an invalid name. So I,
No. Oh God. Perfect. Perfect, dude. Perfect. And you're still like, well, I'll still go ahead with this thing. It's
yeah,
discounting you as a person. It's like that's not a valid last name. Okay, Facebook. Oh, ridiculous! Oh my God! So they can find you online there. And are your social media? Is it what's your social media handles?
social media handle is Quirky Rebel.
Yes.
QUIRKYREBL. Yes.
And are you teaching currently? Like, do you have classes ongoing?
No, no ongoing classes, but I'm still in the phase of churning something expansive out eventually.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Well, I cannot wait, my friend, to play with you again. It's always a pleasure, and whether it's in person or virtual, we're going to do this again.
Yes. Can we lower ourselves as we go off?
Okay. All right. I'll see ya. Hey, good
See
work
you.
today,
Bye, Jay. Take
Nassid.
care.
Good to see you, Nassid.
Bye.